Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Still feeling a little bit nervous because this is my first project use up of 2017 video that I filmed since being back from maternity leave, so I'm still feeling a bit nervous, and please just excuse me if it's not as smooth and organised a video as I would usually put out. I'm not going to really be putting things in a particular order, although I've got a little pile in front of me of products which are coming out of the project, definitely, so we'll probably start there. What I've got here is the Truly Beautiful body cream. So this is completely used up, and I've been holding it this way up to make sure that any product remaining settles, and there was a teeny tiny bit, like a pea-sized amount, which I've just used to moisturise my hands. Do excuse the chipped manicure, that does need sorting. So yes, I hope this lighting isn't bothering you. I'm trying to put my head in front of it like that so it doesn't bother you, and then I don't have to put a scarf in front of the mirror this time. So let's move myself over a little bit. See, smooth as silk video. So this is coming out of the product and is going into my empties. Another product doing the same thing is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade 15. You probably already know this if you're a makeup junkie, but it's a bit of a strange range in the sense that 15 is actually lighter than 10. So it doesn't go up in order in the first three colours. I told my best friend about that, Steph, and she said, oh, is it not that they've just got different undertones, so one appears sort of darker than the other? No, I don't understand it or know why Maybelline decided to do that. So number 10 is darker, so if you're very fair like me, I've actually got a lot of bronzer on today, so I'm literally white as a sheet. If you're very fair like me, then you'll want 15, which is the lightest shade they do, and this is completely used up. I mean, I've actually broken a pair of tweezers attempting to get the stopper out. You can see there it's mashed up, and I've tried to get my teeth in it, it's got all over my teeth. So yeah, proper dedicated the cause, tried to get the stopper out to use the last of the product and wasn't able to, so that's all gone. This is the Max Factor translucent powder. This powder hasn't been used once since I started the project, and frankly I'm terrified to use it now. The only thing I would use a loose powder for on my dry skin would be under eyes, and this is far too dark for me under eyes. It's practically orange on my skin. It's certainly not translucent. And I just thought I could maybe use it when I was self-tanning, and obviously I've had a baby, so that's not really been a priority of mine. And to be honest, I don't self-tan very often because although I think sometimes it can make me look slimmer, in my eyes pale is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with pale, and I do tend to embrace it more often than not. So that's going in the dustbin. This is, I probably will put it in my empties because I tend to include products in there that are empties and fails. One Perfect Coral 990 by Revlon. Okay, I was going to take this out of the project because I couldn't get the lid off, but I've literally just got the lid off. Okay, so that has had no progress since the last update, and I think I've got about one application left in that, so I'm going to put it on my toes because it's not really the season for coral. You know, I know you can wear whatever you want, but personally I like to embrace the seasons and have fun with it. So I'll put that aside, and I reckon that'll be finished up by my next update. This is 17's nail polish in Mink. I have completely finished this up to the extent where I've taken the leftover of the product, tipped it out onto a bit of paper where the ball has come out, and then used it that way. It never works. When you get to that point and you use it, I mean, that manicure lasts for me 24 hours. I've never had a nail polish get to that point and the manicure's lasted, because it's by that time the formula is so thick that it just doesn't give you a nice finish. So that one is out of the project. This number 7, this is coming out of the project. You probably won't be able to see it, but I actually did hit a teeny tiny bit of pan in this shade here in the middle. Yeah, you really can't see it. I can. It actually looks like a speck of glitter because it's so small, but I did manage to hit pan. The reason I can't use these anymore is because I have so many eyeshadow palettes that are going to waste because of the fact that when I'm on the days I'm using this, these shades do not give any colour on my eye. It's not that they won't adhere to my eye, it's just that when I put them on my eye they look like nothing. There's no differentiation from the colours, they just look like a muddy mess. and there's so much fallout onto my face, it's unbelievable. They're just old. There's nothing wrong with number 7's formula. This is just a really old product. This is probably the oldest eyeshadow palette I own, and you probably think this is absolutely disgusting. I've even attempted to use it, but in all honesty, this product is probably about 18 years old. So yeah, probably, I think it might even be the first eyeshadow palette I ever owned. So that is going in the dustbin. So is this Clinique. Now the brown colour was never in the project, it was this blue. And I'm just not going to use it. I've accepted that now. I'm enjoying using my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which I'm using for Pan That Palette 2017, and so I'm happy to part with that. That was a gift with purchase that somebody gave me as a gift about, I want to say 12 to 14 years ago. So again, very old, and probably shouldn't be doing it to myself. I've been suffering from sensitive eyes recently, and I need to start being more mindful of what I'm putting on them. So yeah, that's going away. The other thing coming out of the project is this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm not really that interested in staying matte. I don't produce any oil throughout the day. I have normal skin that is occasionally dry, and there's so little around the sides here that the only way I can use this is to get a small brush, rub it in and apply it under my eyes, and it makes my under eyes look older than they would with something else. So yeah, I used to really enjoy this powder. It's probably just my age. I'm just getting to the point now where I just need to start investing in certain areas, and I think a powder for under the eyes and, you know, to keep your skin looking as youthful as possible is probably within my best interests. Moving on to the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze Palette, all about bronze. My packaging's broken, but you know, you get what you pay for. I like their products, but their packaging sucks, and that's fine by me for the price. Now, I was hoping, I believe, to have finish off this shade since the last update, so I haven't achieved that. You'll notice in my last video I have a little squiggly line next to the products I was hoping to actually have finished by this update. And I've done the same in this video. In the description box you've got all the products listed in categories of used up, still working on, thrown away, and without being used up, and I haven't managed to achieve that goal on this. But if you want to see which products I'm definitely aiming to have used up by next update, they'll have a little squiggle next to them, and products that have moved since last update, so they've gone from one category to another, either being thrown or used up or whatever, they are marked with an asterisk in case you're interested. So I've massively been working on these two products. Now these are baked products, they're extremely dry, but they are gorgeous. I don't know what it is, they give such a beautiful sheen. Because they're not very pigmented, they can get away with being dry. I have to really dig my Real Techniques multitasking brush into both of these to get the colour, and I've got it round here on my face today, and that's okay with me because I'm so fair. If this was pigmented I wouldn't be able to use it because, as you can see, it's quite dark. I haven't used this one at all. This one, as you can see, I mean, look at my skin tone. I'll probably try that as in the summer a little bit maybe, and as an eyeshadow. So this is just not going to get used up by the end of the year, let's face it. Probably neither is this, because again, the only thing I could use that for, it's so shimmery. I just look like a disco ball if I tried to wear that as a bronzer. That would need to be definitely an eyeshadow. That would be a beautiful highlight on a darker skin tone. It's really gorgeous. So in all reality, these probably are not going to get finished up, but I'm still aiming to have these two finished up by the end of the year. This one is a beautiful blush on me. I'm wearing it as a blush today. I'm wearing something else as well, but when I stare at it, I don't know if it's all in my mind, but I feel like it's almost got a little bit of purple in it, almost. That one there, so that one works lovely as a blush on me. This one's obviously finished up. I think that was already finished up at the last update, and this one here is nearly finished up. So The ones I'm definitely wanting to have finished off by the next update is this one, and to be honest I'm hoping these two, because although you can't really tell, if you look from the side you can see with the baked product how much pan is showing. So I'm wearing down on those really evenly, and I'm starting to see little speckles in there as though I'm going to be getting to the base of it. So I'm really confident on these two, even though it's autumn winter. I don't mind a nice sort of bronzy sheen on my massive forehead. So yeah, that's going well. In regards to, let's talk about some lip products, shall we? I tried to wear this Eton Mess Bee lipstick sample. When you look at it like that, it looks like quite a cool tone sort of pink, but this is very deceptive sort of a shade. When you get it on your lips, it warms, I don't know, it warms up my face. It's definitely, when I look at it, a summer shade. I can't get it to work with any of my eyeshadow looks at the minute. Again, I'll just be honest, I always am. I can't see that being used up by the end of the year, just because we are now in autumn winter. This e.l.f. Mineral Lip Gloss in Sorority Girl, I'm going to keep going for it. This is a perfect gloss for this time of year, and I absolutely love that shade and I love the formula. So yeah, that one hasn't had any use since last update, but I'm going to keep going on that. This Makeup Forever lip gloss has had a lot of use since last update, which you might be surprised by because it's a lovely sort of springy peach colour. But I have been working on that. There you go. I'm sorry that I can't give you more of a this line, that line sort of an update, but that one has been used. I also have been using the most, out of everything what I've been using the most is the Marc Jacobs lipstick sample that I've got on my face right now. Where's that one? I absolutely love this colour. I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't go ahead and buy a Marc Jacobs lipstick because of the price. I just don't feel lipsticks are worth that much money now, how good they are. But yes, this one is, as you can see, a massive progress. I'll see if I can have a look if I've made, hopefully I've made a line on my pad for this one. I'll just check. The bad news is I didn't mark that lipstick on a piece of paper on my pad, so I can't show you the update. Bad Kelly. Good news is I now have tea, so that's something. To those of you who are going to thumbs down me for that, go ahead, haha, because they count as ratings, whether it's good or bad ratings, apparently. So, can't show you any progress on this, but I actually am planning, I know it's a big deal, I'm planning to have this, hoping to have this finished by next update. The other two products I'm also hoping to have finished by next update. Have I got cheese straw crumbs in my lipstick? I've had a snack. Next thing is these lip glosses. Now they're both the same shade, Darling Pink from Avon, although they look slightly different. This one is older, but this one's the one that's nearly gone. So I don't know if it's the packaging design or the amount of product, but I'm actually getting through this one a lot quicker, even though I feel like I use them both evenly. So yeah, I am hoping to have those two finished because those two have had a lot of progress and a lot of use since last update. Okay, so let's get on to some pencil products because some people love these little charts. I can understand and appreciate that. So these pencils gives us a good way to see it. Right, let's have a look. Don't know why I'm putting the cap on. Right, I've done a whole lot of nothing. I wasn't expecting anything on that because that hasn't been used. So yeah, sorry about that. So that needs working on. That's not going to be finished up by the end of the year, but you know, let's keep plugging at it. The Rimmel Brow Pencil has had some use since last update. Let's get it on there without cheating. There we go. So yeah, that's had a bit of use and I'll mark that up in a bit. So that one, the reason why that hasn't had more use is because I've been using a shade from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and that's going really, really well. So I'll work on that and I really like that product, but again, I actually now can't see that being used up by the end of the year. This is the time in the project where things start slowing down and you think, oh, I'm not sure what's going to happen. This Collection Lasting Perfection powder hasn't been used at all since last update. I'm going to keep that in the project just in case I go to an event where I self-tan, otherwise it's not going to be used. The Body Shop eyeshadow hasn't been used at all, but I'm keeping that because that colour, oh, it's creamy. It's still creamy. That colour though, oh, it's just beautiful. Love it. I think the camera's washing it out. Wow, it feels really good. It feels a little bit like chunky now. It's hard to describe, but that's beautiful. How much would that go with my current outfit? Yeah, should have put that on, shouldn't I? Okay, so if you hear cartoons going on in the background, it's because there's cartoons going on in the background. The Maybelline Colour Tattoo in pink gold has not been used at all since last update. And the Kate Rimmel Lasting Finish 02. God, I love this shade. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, that's still at the same point, so that's got no progress on it. And me pencil by MAC, which is Utility Grey, and that should have some. Yay! I've got that on today. I've got a little bit of progress on that for you. So let's line it up so we're not cheating. There we go. So that has got a bit of progress on it. So I'll mark that one up later. And then the Snog Me Senseless Tingling Lip Balm. Obviously I can't show you, that has been used a little bit, but not enough if I'm honest. The MAC Studio Fix Concealer has been used a lot and there's hardly anything left there. I've done really well on this because I mainly use it to hide blemishes around my jawline and chin, because that's where I'm fairest, and this is an NW15, and I can't wear it around my eyes, it irritates them. I think it's the SPF in it, but I've got a lot of use out of this because I've had some sort of hormonal, just a little bit since, you know, I had Lincoln. So that is another product I'm hoping to have used up by next update. I found some products I had completely used up, so there's more to add to that list. The Tahitian Holiday EDT by Avon, so that's been used up and that's already been featured in Empty's video, and then in my last video was Empty, so you've probably seen it in that if you've watched it. And then the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream sample I finished up. And then the Lancome Photogenic Luminescence Foundation. Now you can probably tell it looks like it's got like a little bit in it. I can't get any more product out of that, so yeah, that's used up and all gone. Oops, let's not smash glass. And then these last two products I found in my project, the Superstay 24 Hour Bulb Matte by Maybelline. I haven't used that at all since the last update, so naughty on that one. And the Skin Wow 17 Skin Wow highlighter fluid. This I have a lot more progress on it than I realised, so that's that there. So I've had that much progress on it, so I've done much better on that than I realised. So if we look at my list, I'm just looking at my list now, we have done, I have done, shall I say, really well. So I'm really pleased with what I've done, considering, you know, I have had a baby in the meantime. So I'm throwing away 3 products. I have used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more products. I've added 7 more products to use up. The one that I haven't been able to show you is the Avon Footworks Vanilla Brown Sugar Moisturising Foot Cream, because I threw the packaging away unfortunately by accident, so sorry about that. It wasn't really by accident, it went into my empties bag, and like I said in my empties video, I threw the bag away and started afresh from the 1st of September because there was just so much stuff stacking up. And in regards to products that I want to have finished for next time, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 in there that I feel confident I can have finished by next update. This is the lip butter by Nivea, so I'll show you that. So that's been worked on, and my Gozo hand cream, beeswax hand cream, is almost completely gone, so that is one of the products I've put in there that I want to get used up by next update. The Palmer's Tummy Butter stretch marks I didn't really get use out of, but thankfully I didn't get any stretch marks with Lincoln, so that was fine, and I'm going to try and use that on my hands and feet. It's not what I'm after for my skin. I want to use one that's going to tighten the skin a bit more. I've got like a Soap and Glory one for firming the skin. So I'm just going to have a quick look through my list and make sure I haven't missed anything. The only product I've not been able to find, which is in my project, is my white eyeliner. It's Immaculate Snow by L'Oreal. I'm really not sure where that is. It's probably in a handbag somewhere, so I'll go on the hunt for that shortly. But really there's not going to be any progress to show you on that because I haven't really used that either. I'm just going to try and focus on using that as a base for my inner corner highlight. But I often go in with the inner corner highlight and forget to put it on, and then it's done. I can't really wear it in my waterline as I originally bought it to do, because nude just looks so much better, and it just looks a bit stark. It's a bit of a makeup no-no, which I now realise, but you know, back in the day we do things, don't we? So I'm not going to add anything in on this occasion, because as you can see I've already got quite enough to be getting through over the next 2 months, well 2.5 months. And so yeah, wish me luck guys. Link in the comments if you're doing any project pans, or if you've got any tips, or project use up, or you've got any tips for me on how to use these products up, or how to use products up in general. And yeah, I think that's everything today, and I'll see you in the next one guys. Bye.